And hey guys, what's going on? How's it going? How is it going? I'm a little late. Just a tiny bit. Not too much. How's everybody doing? I'm gonna raise it just a little bit. There we go. We can get rid of that. There we go. Today's Thursday, right? Happy Thursday. Yes, happy Thursday. Let's get the chat. Piper's finally here. How are you? Finally caught up. Yes. Hey everyone. Hey Bomb. Hey Adon. NW, what's up? What's up, Amir? Trying to catch everybody. Pipe Dream. What's going on? Okay, so story time. I'm trying to eat some cereal, right? So I can get something in my system, right? So I tend to do this thing. I chewed my mom out about it, but I tend to do this thing where I know I don't have a lot of time between things, and I'll start doing something and then just get distracted and lose time. I do it a lot. So I'm like, all right, I got like maybe like 10-15 minutes to eat cereal. So I pick Frosted Mini Wheats, which is the most cumbersome cereal to eat. Period. It takes forever to eat Frosted Mini Wheats. So I choose that. And then I'm sitting there like looking at some Godzilla stuff. For what? No, because I seen that there was a new poster for Kong versus Godzilla. So then that just sends me into the Godzilla rabbit hole. So I'm sitting there and I get a phone call and I answer. I'm like, hello? She was like, why aren't you live? I'm like, what are you talking about? I look at the clock, it's 1:01. And I'm like, in my brain, I'm like, I did it again. But on the outside, I had to project. On the outside, I had to project like, I'm going. Goodness gracious. So I did a bunch of deflecting. But nonetheless, I'm here. I had fun watching some Godzilla stuff. I want to watch King of the Monsters again. I love those Godzilla movies. I just don't like the people in them. If we could just get a Godzilla movie where it's just the monsters, I'm cool. It's just the people that sometimes get to me. Not all the time, sometimes. Excuse me. Crunchy chapters. Okay, Amir. Crunchy is an interesting word. But is cereal a soup? No, cereal isn't a soup. I don't see cereal as a soup. Cereal is cereal. It's a cop-out answer. I'm sorry. What's my day tying up? Oh no. Yeah, they're good. They're good, Piper. What's up, Red Rakage? What's going on? Starting to see eye to eye with Garo. Goodness, Amir. Cereal. Yes. Shut down like that. If cereal is a soup, then ketchup is a smoothie. You just made me throw up in my mouth, Dexter. I don't like ketchup. So the thought of ketchup being a woo, that's gross. That's gross. I hate ketchup. The only way I'll eat ketchup is if I don't know ketchup is there. If I taste ketchup, it's a problem. It's weird, right? It's weird. If I don't know it's there and you have it in there, and it can like sneak its way through, then of course, like, cool. But for me to take ketchup, put it on something and eat, Nah, it's not happening. The taste of ketchup on my tongue, the smell of ketchup, like, not that many things make me like retch. But if someone, like, when you have to wash dishes, and like someone has ketchup and you had ketchup with their food and they put it in the sink, oh, I'll throw up. I'll start gagging. I hate it. It's like the worst thing ever. It's the worst thing ever. Ketchup on your chicken soup? Too late, Amir. I saw it. Too late. I saw it. Too late. I saw it. It's weird to put ketchup on your eggs. Well, I've seen it enough back in college where it's not weird to me anymore. I think it's gross to put ketchup on your eggs because I think ketchup is disgusting. But I put hot sauce on my eggs. So I think hot sauce is amazing. If I could, I'd put hot sauce on everything. I fall into the stereotype. Hate ketchup. And it's weird. It's not like I had a bad experience with ketchup because I ate ketchup as a kid. I have memories of eating ketchup. It was just like one day, I remember being like 6 or 7. And Mom was like, "You want ketchup?" And I was like, "No, not today." And then that "no, not today" turned into me not liking ketchup ever again. I remember that. Hot sauce. Amir. Dexter's like, stop. Hot sauce, not hot. That was funny. Really like ketchup. I don't like ketchup. Ketchup is Ketchup is I like fresh tomato, nothing more. I like tomatoes. I just can't bite into a tomato like some people do. I can't say I can't because I've never tried it. But I like tomatoes. But I don't like ketchup. It's weird. Anyways, sitting here talking about condiments. All right, so 229 to 235. That's what I have written down. And that's what I have written down for the chapters we're gonna do today. Last stream was oh, I have to hold on, let me do this. There we go. See, if you're not in the Discord, you need to join the Discord. We have fun in the Discord. Last stream, before it got super sad, we came up with a rack pack and Bathraka. So NW Dexter came up with it, and NW took the liberties and threw this together. I think this is amazing. I think it's absolutely amazing. It's so good. The Discord is fun. Quattro's a tomato. I definitely so I've been falling off on my sleep schedule for the I've been falling off my sleep schedule in the vein of rewatching all of my stuff to make sure that it if I'm happy with the quality. So I've literally been up every night this past week just rewatching streams, and the first thing I notice is that looking back through the live chat and not seeing NW, and just I can hear myself reading stuff that NW has written, and I'm looking in the chat and he's not there, is the funniest thing ever. But there's a few changes that I want to do, and I don't know how I'm going to implement it when it comes to Tower of God, because I kind of have the layout set up a certain way. But for other things, I have a bunch of ideas swirling, but there might be a few changes coming. Kind of how I have the layout, I like it because you have the webtoon, like it used to be the webtoon on the left, me on the right, and then just a random picture in the background. But then in my brain I was like, wouldn't it just make more sense, because I'm facing this way, to put the webtoon in the direction that I'm facing, so it doesn't look like I'm, like, video wise I'm looking into the void. in the webtoons back there. So that's why that moved around. But I don't know what else I'm going to change in regards to this layout. I don't know. One day you'll just hop on and it'll be different. So I'm not entirely sure when that'll be, but it'll change. It'll change. It'll change. I've been trying to grow. I've been trying to like learn new things and learn different things. I think the thing I will probably change the most, even though I don't want to, I may make my camera a little bit smaller. I may make the webtoon a little bit smaller, and I may try to get like a moving background of some sorts. I just have to sit in Photoshop and figure out all these things, and yeah, and get creative. So there's that. Thank you for this though. This is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. He's a clean boy. What's up, Faithless? How are you? What's up, M? He is late. And I hope no. I hope not. Change the scariest thing. Yeah, Mayor, just move some stuff around a little bit. Oh, it started already. What's up? Can I call you Das? Because I screw up Hara Mohan in my brain so many times. So I'm gonna say Hara Mohan. What's going on? How are you? Thank you for being here. Let's not waste any more time. I can call you Das. Yes, Das. Here we go. Did I like this? I did. We're going to get started. Wait, what'd that say? New activity. Probably not good activity. Let's go. 229. What? You want me to tell you how to become a god? Yes. Okay. The way to become a god. It's a very sudden and unusual request. You come to make this request because people call me the god of guardians, right? Yeah. I felt like you would know. Sorry, but I don't know how to become a god boy. I heard that in my head as Kratos. The god of guardians is just a nickname given to me by regulars. I'm not such a remarkable being. Is that so? Okay. Okay, then see you. You're just leaving? Seeing how you suddenly brought that up, something must have happened outside. Did something happen? I lost my companions. Before a powerful enemy, there was nothing that I could do. It's all because I said that I was going to the floor of death. Karaka also showed up there because of me. They were all put in danger because of me. But I couldn't do anything. All I ever did was receive help from my companions. So that's why you want to become an absolute being like a god? Yes. You're very greedy. Even now, you're already much stronger than other regulars. But the enemies are way stronger than me. This wouldn't have happened if I were stronger than them. So you think that you could have saved your companions? Or that they wouldn't have bothered you in the first place? Boy, great power cannot make everyone happy. Long ago, some child asked me something like that, to teach him how to become the king of the tower. When I asked the child why he needed such power, this is how he replied. I want to turn this tower into a place where everyone can live happily. I helped him grow stronger, and he really did get stronger. And ultimately, he became the king of the tower. But in the end, that child failed to make everyone happy. Look at that face. It's the first image of jihad. Literally is the first image of jihad that I know of. Don't tell me if there has been. That I know of. I'm gonna go. What are you doing behind Kuhn's back? Alright, I'm out. I'll go out somewhere else. Yep. Bomb's like, yo, don't waste my time. Not gonna waste my time. What's up, PK? How are you? The road to hell is paved with good intentions. Good. Jihad looking good. And they're 1-to-1. That's how Jihad looks. Alright, let's continue. I don't know exactly what happened, but a lot of things have changed after he left this place. I may not know everything in the world, but I'm sure of one thing. Having tremendous power won't make everyone around you happy. Interesting. Rather than how powerful you are, how you use your power is more important. I can see very clearly what would have happened if you were to obtain power that you can't handle right now. In fact, the reason that you are suffering right now is all because of that power that you have. Would having power comparable to that of a god really make everyone happy? You are about to lose something important because of a fleeting emotion. Come and see me again after you finish the next test and sorted out your thoughts. I may not know how to become a god, but I can teach you how to get stronger than you are now. It's good. It's some good stuff that's some good stuff for him to sit and think on. You're back, Bomb. Looks like you were in the rice pot, isn't that right? Yeah. How sad. Trying to get more powerful by yourself. No, that's... When I look at you sometimes, it worries me that you just wander off, you would just wander off and leave us someday. So at least tell us when you go somewhere, so that I can chase anytime. He is not far off. He's not. Where did you wander off without saying a word? You haven't even eaten. I was worried about you. Plus, do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? That lady from the Ha family keeps watching me with some weird toy. What is that? Bomb, you're back. What is that? Why are you clingy to Bomb and Dorsey? I warned you to stay away from him. How did you find me again? Come to my room right now or I'll come and find you. Is that Yuri's voice? Shut up. You think I'm gonna listen to you? I'll never go. Then I'll come to you. Just don't come. That's funny. That's funny. Thor spitting facts. Yes, it is Thor. Everyone suffering in the tower, getting power to decide who will be sad. Yeah. Definitely Amir. Customized observer. Yeah. Interesting. Interesting. And like I said, And like I said, too many people on this train like this boy. Too many. Therefore, we are connected to the Marvel God of Guardians equals Thor. Therefore, we are connected to the Marvel Universe. Therefore, Disney. Therefore, look forward to Pericool and Kingdom Hearts 4. Overprotective big sis Yuri. Yep. So what are your intentions with Bomb? It's the joke, Amir. Just saying. Alright, let's continue. You, the alligator, and that swordsman kid are probably all alive and safe, so don't worry too much. What we have to do now is not worry about the guys. We must survive until they come back. They're not the ones who die so easily, are they? Especially the alligator punk. Yeah. Why does she keep showing up? Hey you, I'm just gonna say one more thing before I leave because I'm so frustrated. Stop acting like it's the end of the world just because a few of your companions are gone for a minute. Someone of them may have left. Someone of them? Some of them. I'll say some of them may have left your side for a moment, but there are also people like me who have returned to your side, you know, right? You're also someone whom some people want to protect. So please be safe for God's sakes. Well, I'm not going to say I'm the one who wants to protect you. Just take care of yourself. This is an order. Now get some rest. Where do you keep running off to? That's funny. Can't get away. She can't get away. That's funny. That is hilarious. Stay with your friends, stay human. Yeah. Get your shoes off the bed. Yeah. She definitely 100% was spitting truth. A lot of people just take this as her being selfish. We're just saying it in her own way. A day later, the train entrance testing ground. Buzzer touch complete. You have passed the test. Bomb's team successfully passed the entrance test. It's hard. It's kind of hard doing this with a missing position. Should we at least, should we have at least one more scout? At this rate, we might end up dying before we even reach the floor of death. It definitely seems that way. Good work, everyone. I completely forgot about her. That trap just now would have killed us if Sachi hadn't created that vine for a second. It's tough for a light bearer to respond to unexpected situations like that alone. Interesting. Plus, Princess and Dorsey doesn't look like she's going to help us anytime soon. Our fisherman position is basically empty too. What are you staring at me for? I'd like to send her back to Isu. Look at Cherila. Well, regarding the fisherman position, Beta may come out when we reach the floor of death, so that would resolve that. Get me out of here, I can't breathe. Oh gosh. But what happened to Wang's team? Do we still not have any news from them? That's... The train doesn't really have a way for us to contact each other. Then should we look for them? Wouldn't it be better not to look for them? Waryun? No, she doesn't. When you sent them away, you agreed to respect each other's choices, right? That man has already started walking his own path, so it's better to go our separate ways now. Plus, you guys don't have the luxury of worrying about other people right now. You guys just were saying that you might die. If you guys would have died if it wasn't for Sachi. What? The floor of death is right up ahead now. Even rankers avoid entering the floor of death. If you guys end up going in there, even with your jihad, it'll be hard for even a single one of you to survive on the floor of death. Well, see you later. Okay. So many forgotten characters. So many characters. Kun realizing how hard she'd be so at it. Yes. She's probably happy as hell. Definitely. Why even knows what's going on? She's trolling. Terrible. Bomb, do you absolutely have to go back to that rice pot? If it's training that you want, I could help you. What's the name rice pot? Is it where you gonna fan up? Yeah, since I've made a promise, I'll need your help next time. Yeah, I would keep the exact details of what the rice pot is a secret. I wouldn't go around telling everybody like, yeah, all the irregulars came to the rice pot. That's where they got. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't. Good luck, and make sure you come back before we reach the floor of death. Okay. We'll see you at the train's exit on that day. For some reason, it feels like it's getting colder in here. Well, I guess we should get going too. Fine, alright. Follow me, I'll teach you how to handle the lighthouse. Ooh, Kun training arc? Guess I'll go take a nap. Nah, you're coming with me. We're gonna go train. You're coming with me. You can get stronger. Just so you know, I train very hard. No problem. I love this. So you've come. Jeez. So have you sorted out the chaos that was in your mind? Your mind was consumed with hatred. I'm still not sure. It still bothers me to think that my companions got hurt because I'm too weak. But I think I know that for sure now too. And increasing my own power won't necessarily make the people around me happier. Enormous power beyond my control may actually pull me apart from everyone. Yes. Still, I don't want to stop getting stronger. It would make me sad if I were to hurt anyone else. But still, I want to become like a god for someone. If that brings about the wrong result, I will take responsibility for it. I'm going to get stronger and fight more, to protect the people who I love and stay by their side. He seems similar, but he's different. He seems similar, but he's different. And yet this boy is different from Jihad. Jihad wanted power in order to stand above others and change them. But this boy simply thinks that he needs power in order to stay with them. It's a slight difference that I overlooked, but it's worth taking a chance on. Very well. You won't be able to acquire any more power than that until you find the real you. But you seem qualified enough to get strong. Wow, you seem qualified to get strong enough. Alright now. Let the training begin. Okay, before we start this, let me look over. Yeah, I just remembered I got something to do out on the floor of death. See ya. Goodness, here we going. Training our guest. Hipster bum. All the irregulars go there. I doubt you would have heard. I doubt you would have heard about it though. So funny. Back to chapter 1. This boy have a pretty face. Yes, he's growing. This is my medium version. I can adjust my body size freely depending on the size of my opponent's body. This time I'll make you stronger by having you battle me. Brace yourself and follow me. I will now teach you Shinsu control. Which is used not by regulars, but the 10 great families. Shinsu control. Floor 40. The room where Wang and Miseng are locked up. Well, that's obvious. The weather suddenly got really cold. Did the weather on the train change when we changed floors? Weather really has gotten cold. Third person to say it. Put this on. Hostages are no good when they're dead. Redacted. Although Joaquin keeps pestering me to let him eat you because you tried to run away during that test. Screw off. I would rather die like this than become a hostage. Oh my, is that so? You may feel that way. But shouldn't you keep that girl over there alive? Yo, they're suffering. I'm pissed. The leader of a team should at least decide for himself what he needs to do. Now I'll leave it here so it's up to you to decide. I'm not a leader. Not anymore. Ah, is that so? You're pretty depressed for someone who inherited the blood of Jihad. What are you? This. This is your ring, right? Why do you have that ring? Don't worry, the others don't know about this, especially not Joaquin. I know a bit about it, what this ring means, because I know one other person who has a ring like this. You guys are the fatal weak point that Jihad tried to hide but ultimately survived. You've gained power that you are not supposed to have. So they're illegitimate children. So they're like Ahhhhhh. Hope it's crystals and not ice. Yeah, Mayor, right? What's up, Ryan? You got blasted. Redacted looking like an ice climber. I hope that Redacted slips on some ice later. Yeah, she do look like an ice climber though. Ooh, someone got blasted. All that you seek lies at the top of the tower, or so we've been told. Dexter Carter, I wish. Blah, 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 blah. BJBT, what's up? What if Jihad did a piccolo? If we follow Smash Brawl's rule instead of Smash Ultimate, then there's a high likelihood. Oh, for the slipping on ice? Okay. Interesting. Prince of the Red Light District. Who are you? How did you know that? You must have heard from Bomb. I'm also an irregular. I'm also an irregular. I was gonna ask this, right? I was gonna ask this in season 1. Like, quite literally, it's been like, I have a bunch of questions that I won't ask you guys. I was going, like, because Bomb was the one that technically opened the gate and she fell through with him. And that's what Head-On said. But who can believe everything Head-On says? That makes her an irregular too, right? I'm not looking at the chat, waiting for the chat to populate. Because I've always had that question. Because at first, before we got any information, like, this was back when I was like rereading. This was back when I was rereading when we were going through season 1, excuse me, like reading it. And I always thought that, is Bomb actually an irregular? Because she's the one that went through and he kind of like followed her. So I was like, but like as we continue the reading, you learn more. Like Bomb was the one that opened the doors, opened the gates. And then like, I'm losing my train of thought because I'm trying not to look at the chat. I'm losing my train of thought. Like, okay, so let me put it, before we know anything, as we're reading, mindset of starting from the beginning, I thought the tower called her and he fell through because of it. But as we begin to learn, we find out that it was the other way around. He opened it, she fell through because of it. And I always like wondered, like, does that make them both irregulars? Or is just one of them an irregular? I don't know. I guess I'm just not making sense. No, so I'm just not making sense. Okay. Let me look over. Let me look over. Okay, she's an irregular just because she came from the outside. Oh, what happened to the chat? It's gone. Messages are getting deleted. From outside tower, irregular, don't read far into it. Thank you. Don't disrespect my head on. Gotcha. She's the most irregular among her. Gotcha. Okay. The only thing irregular about her is her plot armor. Okay, so I understand what's going on with the music. These tracks are starting halfway through. That's why they all sound all jip-jacked up. Okay. Yeah, she's an irregular. It's alright, NW. Everyone's just typing in at the same time. It's fine. I think it's the other way around. Yeah, I was confusing Amir. My bad. Gotcha. Anyone who's from yep, that goes in. Understood. Bomb of Lingate, he's irregular. She's just trash who followed along. That's how I was thinking about it. Yeah. Well, if both of them head on, yeah, that's true, man. Don't that's an established, okay. Does anyone want to know what the first interaction between them? I'd like to know that. Yes. Okay, gotcha. Let's continue. I hate reading her dialogue, by the way. Continuing. I was wondering while you were climbing the tower with Bomb. Were you planning on using Bomb to get revenge on Jihad? But you won't be able to use him like that. Why don't you work with me instead? What? There's a piece of the Enryu's thorn hidden on the floor of death. The thorn that Bomb has is only part of it. If you get the complete thorn, you might find out, how to beat Jihad in his immortality. You know what that means, don't you? Of course, that alone wouldn't be enough to bring down his world completely, but it could be a critical rupture that would start the collapse of his world. And you know about the key which opens the door in this tower, right? The day that Jihad announced that he would stop climbing the tower and become a king, he hid that key. He hid the key that can open the door to higher floors. That's why no one on this tower can go any higher than... Okay, so I'm just having questions answered left and right. I'm having so many questions answered that I've had. That's why no one on this tower can go any higher than the 134th floor. Jihad left half of his key with the great blacksmith named Ashul Edward. I've heard that name before. And he had... We've heard that name Ashul Edward before, right? Eduardo. We heard that name before. I feel like we have. And I feel like we heard it around the workshop battle too, right? He had that half melted and formed into Wow. Okay. Okay. He had that half melted and formed into 13 weapons to make the princesses fight among themselves with those weapons. And the other half vanished somewhere. Where could it be? That other half is right here within these rings, isn't it? Holy crap. Hold on. Wait a second. Why it gotta be her? I wanna get hype. I wanna get hype. But she telling me this. These are a bunch of questions that I've been wanting answers to, though. There's a bunch of questions I've been wanting answers to. Because I'm like I've had like a list of questions. The one that we just talked about, her and Bomb being irregulars, that was one of them. One of my other questions out of like the group I have that I just haven't been saying is how high does the tower go? That's been a question literally probably since day one that I've just been not asking. Like, how high is the tower? Because I kind of preluded that question either last stream or 2 streams ago with like, what does a ranker do when they get to the top of the tower? I did ask that. Because it's like, if you get to the top of the tower, you can get everything. So it's like, what's at the top of the tower? Like, I've wanted to know that. But now to know that, homie just stopped climbing. He stopped climbing, felt like he had all the power in the world, and was like, all right, this is what we about to do. We about to bust this up. What if there is no end to this tower? How about that? I should have kept that to myself. I see the chat moving. I want to look at it, but I won't look. But this is interesting. If this is true, it's interesting. He melted half the key and formed it into the 13 weapons to make the princesses fight among themselves. And the other half vanished somewhere. Where could it be? Right. Yep. When all of you are able to climb the tower, the door on this tower will open again. Join forces with me, Prince of the Red Light District. We're going to change the tower together. So it's here now. Who are you? Who are you? Ah! No, that doesn't work. Okay. Scroll up. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Revelations, yeah, info dump. It's not an info dump though. Not an info dump, not an info dump. Just some revelations. Lore nukes. Y'all know the drill. Episode 13, 2047. Ashul is the man that yep. As we learned. We've heard that name. Yep, we've heard it before. Yes, yes. Yes, we heard that name. Read on. Yes, thank you. Red Raikage. See, that's why I waited. I knew there's going to be some messages laced in here. Tower of Darkness. You get your answers through Redacted. Long, sweet nightmare. The fact that she knows all of this, right? How does she know it? How does she know it? That's a rhetorical question, by the way. She got bunny connections. So the story doesn't end at the 134th floor. Have we seen the 134th floor? Yes or no? We've seen 100 and something floor, one of the castles. Have we seen the 134th floor? I don't remember, but I remember we seen like the 120 something floor, I think, I want to say. Nope, I'll keep that to myself as well. Tower of Lies. So all the answers aren't at the 134th floor? Yeah. That's what I've been saying, Dexter. Yeah. New phone, who this? Message redacted. When the top isn't the top. So the tower, yes, not all answers are at the top. Everyone has their own top, true. Oh. Okay. See? We throwing in curveballs head on. Everyone has their own top. I don't think it's endless, it's really long. Could be endless, we never know. Repelista's castle, I think. Yeah, it wasn't it. Was that Repelista's castle? Thank you, Amadeus. Maybe they mean the answers are in the song, you know, the Stray Kids song. The 120th floor. Repelista's castle. Yeah. And it's fine, NW, if people are answering, because we don't know how fast. If everyone's up to date, some people could be behind by a little bit. We don't know. The 123rd floor was Repelista. Okay, thank you, PK. Thank you. We have not seen. Okay, so I do remember seeing a floor that was in the 120. So it is Repelista's castle is that high. Okay. That's freezing. I thought the weather might change a bit. Then the interior and the weather changed in an instant. Is the 40th floor the one with the crystal shards? Seems that way. We had better be careful. Crystal shards, a vicious type of divine sea fish. Okay. I don't know. I was like, these are sea fish? In my brain, I was like, these are sea fish? A vicious type of divine sea fish on the sea train travels in groups. They only live in cold Shinsu. I definitely was like, crystal shards? Like, these are fish? I definitely was like, yo, these are fish. It had to process in my brain. It had to. That was funny. And my brain was looking, I'm like, these are fish? I was like, we gotta be careful. I was like, okay. Where's Coon? Let's continue. He's been shut in with that little dwarf all day. He must be teaching Coon something pretty awesome. I see. It doesn't look like we're going to see Bomb for a while either. But we're almost at the next station. Will this be okay? Well, if you're worried about Joaquin, I don't think he's in a hurry to appear before we reach the floor of death. At the burp. Excuse me. We can't let our guard down, by the way. Those reinforcements that I told you about before, would there be anyone? I don't think anyone wanting to go to the floor of death with us is likely to show up. I need to do this. See, I'm always gonna forget. There we go. That was a long chapter, 229. On the 40th floor, I know a really exceptional scout. But that man, that must be the guy that was looking with like the recticle in his eye. Has nothing to do with the train. Yeah. So it's here now. You. Floor 40 station, Mushroom Farm. Arrival of the Hell Train. Let's continue. Sheesh. Hey boy, you still don't get it. It's not like that. This is just a Shinsu control skill that ordinary regulars use. You won't be able to use the skill that I'm trying to teach you if you do it like this. Try to feel it a bit more. This space, excuse me. This Shinsu, you can control all of this. Ordinary regulars are granted the authority to control Shinsu from administrators, but you must realize that you have had that authority from the very start. Make this space your own. Interesting. Because that is the privilege of those who open the door. So he doesn't need to make a contract. That's so interesting. He doesn't, okay, that's interesting. He does, because he's an irregular, he does not need to make a contract to use Shinsu. Interesting. Let me look over. Shards are fish. All right. I'm sorry. Wing is tied to a fish, right? Stop it. Stop it, guys. Tower is an unusual place. This looks fishy. Farewell thinks tall fish. Does that make it animal abuse? Wouldn't make it kinky. Oh, goodness gracious. I have its own PETA. Not all shards look like fish. The Lopobia family. Oh my gosh. I'll go get some coffee. Kratos. Boy, come. Hey, boy. Interesting. That's why the administrator said the contract was like a shackle. Interesting. I get it. He's like, yo, you're not. He's like, yo, you're not from here. So you making this contract with me is limiting what you can do. Wow. See, I didn't even think of that. Yeah, regulars don't follow rules from like chapter 10. See, and I don't think of this stuff. So when it's said again, it blows my mind. Let's continue. All right, you must realize that in order to master Shinsu Black Hole Spear. No, that was the end. Gotcha. It's quiet. I finally remembered. The 40th floor, Mushroom Farm. You will cough like crazy when you head down because of the mushroom spores. I didn't see the ticketer get on the train during my last few trips. Is no one getting on again this time too? I'm always curious to see who lives here whenever I come here. Who's living in that castle-like place over there? I've been to the station several times when I was busy gathering tickets. Really? Is anyone here? Yeah. Not many, but there are some regulars who have settled here. Interesting. A boy with mysterious eyes who lives over there. I only met him briefly, but he was an interesting kid. He calls himself a painter. He said that he settled here because he likes the scenery and wants to paint it. He hates noise, so whenever someone suspicious visits here, he detects them early on and fights them off with the regulars. It's a bit of a waste for him to be here since he has such remarkable abilities. When I met him recently, he seemed to be waiting for someone. He might have met them by now. Okay. How romantic. A painter living on the Hell Train station. There sure are a lot of unusual people in the tower. Someone's coming. That's impossible. Ahhhhhh? Ahhhhhh? That's right, that's the painter that I said I met before. Is he coming to attack? I like his character design. Ahhhhh, why did you suddenly change your mind? Jordan? Arsu or Arku? Arsu. I'll say Arsu. You've never once said that you would get on the train before. We'll all die if you leave. We can't prepare ourselves for the outside intruders without your eyes. That's right, the station has been peaceful this whole time because of you, Ahhhhh. If you leave, step aside. I wasn't doing that to protect you all. I simply didn't want my peaceful life to come to an end. If you insist on stopping me, I'll have no choice but to get you. I'll have no choice but to get by you by using force. We're skipping. I'm done. Next. Let me look at the chat. Oh, the first ranked D rank. The first ranked D rank. If I recall, he's shape. Ahhhhh, my boy. D rank, yes. It's funny, I remember when he season 1, and that's when he'll be. That is true. Yes. That is so true. Ahhhhh. I don't think Pipe's here. What's up, CM? How are you? Jacket's kind of dope, though. Ahhhhh, please don't go, Ahhhhh. He's coming up here. Is he getting on the train? I think so. How surprising. Ahhhhh, you're getting on the train? Long time no see, Sachi Faker. Are you still looking for that woman that on that train you said you were searching for? She's gone. No, Rowan is now. I'm on the train for a different purpose now. I guess you could say that I found her. I see. Anyway, congratulations. It's nice to have a new purpose. But why are you getting on the train? Have you met the person you were waiting for? Well, hey, is this a new ticketer? Is he on our side? He's a scout that I know of. He's not an enemy, at least. There's a strange woman. So Ahhhhh, what are you doing on the train? Sachi, have you seen this picture on the train? You man got an iPhone. Picture. I don't think we have. No, I've never seen it before. What kind of picture is this? It's the red light that I was waiting for. The thing that you were waiting for wasn't a person? I never said it was a person. This is a painting that I painted. I painted it before becoming a regular and climbing the tower, but it got stolen. Interesting. The reason I entered the tower was entirely to find this painting, because all kinds of artwork is traded in secret at the auction, only open to regulars. I was only able to find it long after becoming a regular. The painting was ripped into 6 pieces, so I had bought back 1 piece at a time. There's 1 more piece left. Finally, I bought the last piece of this painting, and that last piece is supposed to be... Finally, I bought the last piece of this painting. And that last piece is supposed to be sent to me on the Hell train. But at some point, I lost contact with the delivery person. Okay. And recently I found out from this Emily that the painting is hidden on the train. I don't know where exactly on the train it is, but based on the situation so far, it's definitely on this train. I plan on staying on the train until I find that painting, because the red light is like my own soul. The scout that we're looking for seems to have gotten on the train. playing this man like a fiddle. Pipe dream. I told you, I was like, I don't think Pipe's here. Ahhhhhh got that iPhone 18. I say should partner with someone. Ahhhhhh has a really cool design. PK, that's true. So true. Best character design? Ahhhhh has the best character design? Best character design. I need to find an best character design. I'm trying to think of everyone we've seen so far. Best. Best character design. I'm trying to get some more glimpses of the man. Maybe. 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 I'm trying to think of everything. All the different characters. I really like Joaquin a lot. I really like Joaquin's design, White's design a lot. Best. Best. Oh no, I like Mazino though. I like Mazino though. I don't know. I don't know. He's up there for sure. He's up there for sure. I can say that he's up there for sure. Check this man out. He's up there. He's up there. He's up there. I kind of like the veal design too. The veal. I kind of like that design. When you first see him that first time, I went too far. Lucky I wasn't reading. Let me look over. Let me look over. Top 10. Top 10, yeah. I think it's top 3. Okay, PK. Really like Ahhhhh's eyes. It's just my opinion. Best character design from you too, huh? Listen, man, chat wants to get to his pants. Like you forgot about my attack. Nah. Nah, my boy. I like Mazino. Yeah, with his Akatsuki cloak. That veal design with the Akatsuki cloak and the long hair, I like that design a lot. A lot. Okay, let's continue. Aren't we going to negotiate right? Aren't we going to go and negotiate right now? Goodness. That would be risky. I'm scared because there's no telling what might happen to us if we go now. I mean, it's clean. For now, let him move around with those guys. We may be able to use him as a spy later anyway. But why did you choose him of all people? You don't seem to have chosen him without thinking. About that. After talking to Emily, I found out that he is from the floor of death. You would make a good model. You look like Venus. What, really? Yes, voluptuous, just like Willendorf. I need to see what Willendorf looked like. Really? Yes. I don't know how he managed to escape from the floor of death and become a regular. But he would certainly be able to tell us how to get safely. How to get safely from the floor of death to our destination, right? He's from the floor of death. Hold on. He said that he painted this thing before. He said that he painted this thing before he became a regular. And that... What do you mean he's from the floor of death and he became a regular? I hate the wording of this because I feel like I'm going through the whole thing of how the hell is Joaquin a Slayer but on the train? The Slayer nominee and all, like, is continue, but he continue. But what if he refuses to do so? Don't worry, he can't refuse me anyway, because I have his soul. She has the painting. Wang, aren't you cold? I'm okay, so take this blanket. I'm fine. I was born in a cold place. This type of cold is nothing. Join forces with me, Prince of the Red Light District. Change the tower with me. If you join forces with me, I'll tell Kasano to spare Horiang. Since I killed one of your companions, I guess you could call it a kind of apology. Don't try to clear your conscience. Think about it. Being stubborn now won't bring the dead back to life. Make your choice by tomorrow. If you hesitate any longer, your other companion could lose their lives too. Did you sleep well last night? I hate her. You love Kuhn's design too. Okay, Haramohan. It's this close. That close. A little closer. Right there. That close to banning. Venus of Willendorf, one of the oldest known preservers. Look up. Okay, look up Venus of... Whoa. Venus of Willendorf. Venus of Willendorf. Oh, someone's gonna be mad. Venus of Willendorf. How mad is someone gonna be? Mad enough to interrupt my stream? I think so. Yes, I did. Venus of... I'm sorry, I got distracted. I got distracted, I'm sorry. I love the quote. I'm reading Dexter's thing again, and I love the quotations around art in human history. Charisma 18, congratulations, thank you. I already knew that they'll give me my money back. Slayer's just a title. Thank you for joining. I know, guys. I know. Clarification, why does the Slayer walking as a regular? The person we have now is walking that way. But I know that. I'm just saying the wording of that was the same thing. Like, oh gosh. When I mention how the wording of that was similar to the wording back when we were figuring out Joaquin and White and this, I'm using the same mindset that I had before I knew any of the information that I currently know now. I'm sorry if I didn't make that any clearer. So that's what I'm like connecting it to. The way I was thinking when I first read that Joaquin used to be like that first moment before I knew any of the other information. Wang, I'm not worried. I know Wang will choose right. Yeah. He wouldn't be dead if it wasn't for you, Redacted. Right. I'm not doing that. Look, a blue waffle. I know what that is. So Hockney was throwing shade. She's trash. Trash doesn't have the capacity to apologize. That's true. Think of its own way of being nice. Socially awkward way of saying that's true. Wow. All right, let's continue. Did you sleep well last night? Wang, I've come to hear your reply. Touch my glasses then. Yes, I did. I've come to hear your reply to my offer from yesterday. You. It seems like you won't be comfortable talking here. So shall we go somewhere else? I brought the keys. What are you doing? What? I didn't say that I would work with you. What are you setting me free for? You're an enemy who killed my companion. Well, I need to have at least this much faith if we're going to work together. Plus, you're not actually attacking me right now. Don't kid yourself. I'll never be your companion. I'd like to snap your neck right now if I could. What you got the shock face for? So what's your answer? What? I'm used to being hated anyway. I've also climbed the tower before with a man who wanted to kill me. But it's always like that, is it? Even if you're not close companions or friends, you can use your mutual goals and apparent friendships as an excuse to climb the tower together, isn't that right? What I want is neither for you to become my friend nor to become my companion. I just want to climb the tower together like others. Then you can save your companion's life and your ideals. Fine, if that's the case. She's doing this so that she can sow deceit between the two of them. Because if she I'm pretty sure Misang probably overheard everything that she said to him. So if we then take him out of the room, free him, it also makes it seem like, yeah, he took that. He took that deal. And so let's read. He's an artist. That sculpture might be beautiful then. That's true, yeah. Hockney and Rak have the same taste in woman. Yeah. Mising's eye in that panel. Yeah. Hockney didn't call her a fatso turtle. But Rock like his woman thick too. They're men of culture, of course. I always thought that Mising became that Candy Rak focus. Rak is a tsundere, yes. It's always like that. No, it's not. Redacted, I will climb the tower with you. In return, let Misang go. I hope you'll send her to Horyang's side when Kusano fixes Horyang. Alright, I'll do that. And just don't forget this one thing as we're climbing the tower together. Someday, without a doubt, I will make you pay for your crime of killing Arkraptor. Absolutely. I'll keep that in mind. Alright, that's all for today. I'm tired. I'm tired. We didn't even get to rest for 10 minutes. This is excessive, isn't it? This is brutal. Demonic little dwarf. I clearly warned you. You're the one who asked for this. And you know that dwarves are higher and more ancient species than you, right? I know. Still, it must have gotten a lot better by now, right? That skill? Whoa. That looks pretty cool. Well, a bit. but it's still not nearly good enough by my standards. But you guys are very hard to figure out. Following Bomb to that dangerous floor of death? You guys must not know that that's the most dangerous place even on this tower. Bomb may be going for the sake of his own purpose, but why are you guys putting your lives on the line to go with him? Well, I don't know about the others. The most dangerous place on the tower. Interesting. But I became certain the moment that I first saw Bomb with the Black March. If I follow him, something very interesting will happen. So you're risking your life just for some fun? Well, that's how it started. But now it's beyond just having fun. I guess you could say, I absolutely need to. I feel like this will all come to an end anyway, if I let Bomb go. When you think about it, life itself may not have any real meaning, you know? Is being obsessed with breathing and blood flowing through your body really living? In order to find meaning for me being born and living, don't I have to find something more important than that? If something comes up where I have to put my life on the line to go with it, what meaning would the rest of my life have if I were to miss that? Right now, I feel like the end of the world will come if Bomb isn't here. Wow. Wow, you gonna end me like that? Jeesh. Well, I mean, endorses Los Angeles from Star Fox isn't soon today. Wang's not really in a position to deny the offer, though. That's true. Screw her, though. Kun and Wang should make a Let's Go redacted team. Kun's Lighthouse got the iOS 17 update. Evan do got some high standards. He did look like he was not on the ground in that panel when he was laying down. We already have the fan base, although there is the RDF. Tower gotta give him life lessons, yes. Okay. Tower God giving life lessons. So Kun is behind Hockney's eye. Kun is a clingy girlfriend confirmed. Best friend Kun, yes, BK. Best friend Kun. Best friend Kun. I'll go with that. Let's continue. Next chapter. Let's switch this. Continue. In order to find a meaning for me being born, and I'm not reading this again. I can sort of understand how Bomb felt waiting for Redacted every day. He probably thought the world would end if Redacted disappeared. I never thought I would understand their relationship. This is insane. Climbing the tower with an irregular is definitely a special event for an ordinary regular. I can sure understand. Well, if that's how you want to see it. But what now? Bomb is growing at a monstrous rate every year. When will you guys be able to catch up to that boy? A shark can't swim with minnows forever. Minnows, minnows, minnows. I will go as far as I can. Okay, let's continue training. It looks like you're finally coming to your senses. Jeez. That looks crazy. Amazing. The Shinsu is all being sucked into one place. It's absorbing all the Shinsu around it and blowing it up. It's the black hole Shinsu. Did you see that, boy? This is the basis of Shinsu black hole spear. Drawing the Shinsu in from a space to a single point, you could see it as an explosion of space. Of course, this type of Shinsu control is impossible for ordinary regulars. Even I can only use it on this train. So if you end up being able to use this skill, you will have mastered a control skill on a whole other level from those other regulars. Even with a small hit of Shinsu, you will be able to destroy a gigantic world. Whoa, that's crazy. But I'm not sure. It's fundamentally different from anything that I've learned so far. Is that so? I was able to pick up the new enhancement skill that you taught me to a certain extent. But just that skill, it's like I can't fundamentally understand it. Interesting. Could you attack me with that skill? Let me look at the chat. Oh goodness, NW, don't do that. Yes, Piper, that is true. You can have a platonic relationship. Horny jail. Yeah, everything has to be a ship. I personally hate ships. At least it's not the My Hero fandom. True. That skill is like Redacted's personality, a black hole that blows up in your face. Yes. Every fandom is terrible. Every fandom is. Because fanatics are terrible. Every single one. I'm not about to go crazy over MHA because I know they can be crazy. I know they can be absolutely crazy. But every single fandom is crazy. Every single one. In my opinion, the One Piece fandom is worse than My Hero. And I've seen it firsthand. Not all of them. But the fans in One Piece, oh my gosh. They make me want to pop my eyeballs out of my head. Friends can be soulmates, in my opinion. Well, they can, but I don't see that as this, though. Oh, that's not that. I need my mouse for this. Hit him with it. Really, Bomb. It's like, Bomb's like, I don't get it. So, I don't get it. So I need you to hit me with it so I can understand it. He's like, I can't do that. Please do it. That's what he's saying. Please do it. This process will be so much easier if you hit me with it. Really, Bomb. This is yes, easy. He can understand the power if he could just be obliterated by it. Right, focus. You can copy anything. He just needs to be hit by it once. I don't have time to learn it. Just hit me with it. Cool. It's cool. I have the shotgun. It's sad. That's how he learns things. He learns things by abuse. Oh, it's so funny. Continue. I'll withstand it somehow. That will be the fastest way. No, this is beyond the level of attack that you can bear. Even if I control it, it doesn't guarantee it won't leave an incurable trauma on your body and mind. Getting strong may be important, but it's meaningless if you destroy yourself, the most important thing. I'm fine. Do it for me, please. Is he gonna cave? Is he gonna cave? There are far more things important around me than my own life. This boy really is. Oh, he cut away. He's saying, Wang, what happened? Why did that girl? I agreed to climb the tower with them. What? What do you mean? Why would you climb the tower with those people? They killed Prince and Arkraptor. Why would you climb the tower with them when you have to fight them? To save Hwoarang? They said that they would set you free and save Hwoarang if I climbed the tower with them. Well, could they be trying to take me hostage? Since I'm tough and hard to kill? Missing. Get off the train with Kasana when we reach the next station. Go and save Hwoarang. Forget about everything that happened here. That sounds crazy. Live your life as if you have nothing to do with me, Missing. 3 days later. You see like all the light leave her eye. Hello train leaving for the next floor. Don't go, Ahhhhhh, please don't. They got a whole picket party. That's crazy. Abuse, hit me. hit me. I'm not saying this out loud. I'm not saying that out loud, NW. Me saying the goat. I'm not saying that out loud. No way. Me saying the new Arya Stark. What a comparison, Amir. We're continuing. They are fishes! I said, are the crystals fishes? And thought it was weird, and then we see the fishes in their crystal! 2 months later. 442 station, the Black Mountain. We've arrived at the 42nd station, 42nd floor station. Excuse me. It took 2 months to get here. This was really a tough place to get to. The place where you get on the train is really high up. So most ticketers just give up. Still, there will be some people waiting to get on the train, since they can reduce the time it takes to get to the floor of death if they get on the train. I feel bad about it, but we'll have to disqualify everyone here. Sachi? Boro? Me saying a Kasano? Kasano, why are you with the enemy? What on earth happened? Hey. Make way so that he can go outside. He agreed to fix Hwoarang. What? What do you mean? Why would he? I can't give you any details about it. I'm really sorry. It's for the sake of our companion's life. So just trust me and make a way just once. What on earth happened? Why would he suddenly change his mind? That may be difficult to explain. It's just, we succeeded in saving Hwoarang. I just hope that you recognize that. And I don't want to. I don't want to. I said no. I don't want to part ways with you here. If you're going, then I'm coming with you. Are you insane? If you go with them, I could die. That's fine. Since I first entered the tower, I've always accepted that I could die. Prince and Arkraptor would have felt the same way too. We all climbed the tower with you knowing that. So stop trying to protect me like a little kid. I don't know why you were going to climb the tower with them, but I'm going to keep climbing the tower by your side, Wing. I'm not afraid at all of dying. In fact, it would be better to die, rather than running away like this after watching Arkraptor and Prince die. Are you serious? Her resolve. But I'm not sure if I'll be able to protect you if something dangerous comes up. That's okay, I can take care of myself. I never trusted you to begin with. Then could I ask you for a favor, Misang? Come with Kasano under the condition that he'll get to leave the train, and tell him what I said. And if you encounter our old companions, don't say anything else. If you feel empty without me, look for the yellow prints on Emily. That's what Wang said to tell Veal. Well, see ya. Gotta go. Alright, let's continue. I was imitating Bomb's thought process. Hockney drawing a big girl in the back. Crystal fish tastes good? I don't know. Hockney was drawing Battle. Yes, he's already chosen his waifu. I keep forgetting that this train is probably the size of an entire state. This train is gigantic. It smells like an implanted trap. Misanga is growing. Yes, she is. Little Misanga matured. Let's go. Let's keep going. Yellow Prince. Sachi, those guys. Yeah, something must have happened. It would be best not to mention Yua. It feels like she's suddenly become an adult, and the brief time that we haven't seen her. Someone's getting off the train. Is it a ticketer? Oh, damn. We can steal a ticket from him. For now, let's all work together. He's gonna destroy them all. Weapons with emotions are simply cumbersome accessories. All weapons need to be sharp. So get rid of your emotions if you want to become a true weapon. So I should just do as I'm told? Even if it's a hard request to understand? Dog. Kasano. You don't actually have any intention of saving Hwoarang, do you? You're just pretending because of Redacted's request. You're planning on betraying us when we get off the train, aren't you? Wang said to tell you that you won't gain anything anyway even if you go with FUG like this. But if you sang Hwoarang now and then return, Wang said that he would grant your wish. We're not reading that. How could you accept their request and let them join our team? Have you lost your mind? They are just hostages. Why those useless losers? Useless? That's rather harsh. After trying so hard to appease them. What? You're the one who wanted to bring them over to your side in the first place, Joaquin. That was to deceive them, you fool. But I'm not confident that I can survive on the floor of death while looking after hostages. There's no need to refuse if they themselves offer to cooperate with us. You. Quit complaining, Joaquin. We just felt bad for you guys having to work so hard, so we agreed to join your team. What's the problem? Yellow kid. Don't worry. We won't stab you on the back. We'll even help you find the thorn fragment on the floor of death. I will surely pay the price for saving Hwoarang. So get rid of that suspicion that I will disturb you. The hell is this guy thinking? I don't think any of us are in a position to do anything foolish here. The floor of death is right up ahead now. Let's talk about what we have to do in the future. I can't help but we'll cooperate for a while. But it's an Xbox, eh? I swear to God that I will end you on the floor of death. From now on, what do I do? The boy's alive. The boy's alive. And he can do the technique. Yes. Kasano development that we didn't want or need. Right. Redacted lost her mind a long time ago. She never had one. She never had a mind. Nice little payback for Joaquin. It's a clean Wang panel. Kind of like the slick back hair, right? Bare your fangs, yes. I swear I'll end you. You better. You better. This boy's like, I did it. I did it. I did it. He's like, hit me with the technique and I can do it. Slam this kid with this. He slammed this kid with a black hole. He's like, I can do it. Oh, what an ability. Finally. You're now finally able to control one bang. But that was far too dangerous. Consider yourself lucky to still be alive. It was tough controlling my strength. You managed to learn how to use the Shinsu Black Hole Spear. But now it's time for you to test. But now it's time for your test to get to the next floor. Will you be able to do the test in your current state? I think I'll be okay. It's hard to describe, but it feels like something that was plugged up is open now. I feel like my body has gotten lighter. Look at that grin. I'm confident that I can do it. The floor of death. We are here. We're getting here. We gotta update this. We gotta update it. Give me a second. You guys gotta give me a second. We're gonna update the layout too. I'm gonna update the layout too. 240, 232. I'm thinking of the 4034. There we go. Save this in a correct folder. There we go. We're gonna update this really quick. Excuse me 1 second. I'm gonna look in chat in a second. Here we go. I think I like that. And we're on 232, so I'll update this. How does that look? Is that good? Alright, let me pull up chat. God jutsu received. Very bright for a black hole. Well, black holes, kind of, black holes really don't. They're a bunch of light. That's what scientists think. Light just bending around itself. It looks like the Soul Punisher, if we're being honest. Where is it? It looks like the Soul Punisher. See? Dragon Ball reference. Dragon Ball reference. But in the Broly movie, it's called the God Punisher. Cooler name. Redacted Revenge World Tour featuring Bomb Kun. Hey, Dan Dorsey and me saying yes. Guest appearances by yes. One day one of those new techniques is gonna kill him. Yes, Piper. Bomb got hit too hard. Wang the host. Yes, Dexter. I got lost in the chat. I don't know what I'm reading. I'm hitting the head now. His body's lighter. Yes, I remembered, Pipe. Thank you. Yes, go Bomb. I know. I just couldn't explain it in W. You need to tell M that, because if you scroll up in the chat, M is the one that said very bright for a black hole. See, I'm reading the chat. Aren't black holes like galaxies at files? Compressing parts of the universe into data. Okay. We will now start the test for advancing to floor 42. Testing grounds on the train. Regulars, please approach the starting line. The object of this test is to destroy the big crystal shards. You look like piranhas. You must destroy all of the big crystal shards in this area within the next hour in order to pass. This is the first time that I've done a test on my own since my fight with Joaquin. Plus my body has almost reached its limit right now. I have to find a way to somehow end this as quickly as possible. Now let the test begin. Which is with as much, oh my gosh, with as much strength as I can possibly muster right now. I'm bleh. Fire. Busted ability. Busted ability. Busted ability. It's busted. That's so busted. Congratulations, Bomb the Regular. I can do this. You've passed the floor test advancement. This man tanked the floor test in 2 seconds. Who's this? Who is this? Is that Kun? Okay. The lighthouse looked clean though. Congratulations, Kunaguero Agnes the Regular. I haven't thrown a spear in ages. You've passed the floor advancement test. With that technique, he can even switch to the spear bearer. I guess he can't hide his heritage. They're busted. They're all busted. I love it. They're all busted. I love it. Congratulations, Endorsi Jihad the Regular. We're done. Not by a long shot. You've passed the floor advancement test. Bodo and Sachi's team passed the, yep. What a relief that we have you, Hockney. I didn't think that a massive crystal shard like that would appear since we're a party of 5. It was a lot easier thanks to our dependable observer. I was just doing my job. Tests were tough for me alone too. Still, you did great. You have tremendous skills. Hockney, could you rethink my proposal from before? You mean about going to the floor of death together? Sorry, but I'll never go to the floor of death. He's like, I'm not going back there. Let me look at chat really fast. Okay. My boy has a spear bearer, yes. Nice throwing skills. A lot of black hole talk. Kun with the D drip. Yes. Look at on. Dorsey with new skills. Okay. I can't understand why you would want to go there. That place is no place for people to be. What? That place is where all life goes to die. If the living enter there, they're surrounded by the dead and monsters. You feel as if your soul is being devoured even when you're just standing there. It really is the floor of death. It's no place for living people like you guys to be going. What is this supposed to be? Is that a face? Is that a nose? Continue. You sound like you know a lot about it. Have you been there before? Not so much that I've been there before, to be precise. To be more precise, I used to live there. You lived there? Can people live on the floor of death? That's right, I'm a native of that place. Just to be clear, I suggest that you don't go to the floor of death. Well, even if you try to go there, you'll end up dying before you even set foot in there. There are countless paths leading into the floor of death. At the end of those paths, gigantic monsters known as gatekeepers are living. Visitors to the floor of death from the outside all end up becoming food for those beasts. Gatekeepers? That's right. They're monsters that devour anyone who tries to enter the floor of death. No one knows what exactly they are. Anyway, it's impossible for you to avoid those monsters and enter the floor of death. Even if you fight them, all that awaits you is death. So just give up on going to the floor of death. Gatekeepers for the floor of death. I didn't even consider this. So you didn't know that Ahhhhhh is from the floor of death either, right? Yeah, I just found out today. Is that a space heater? Is this a little space heater they got? What is it? Or is it just a light? He said that he got on this train based on the information he got from Emily. So maybe Redacted tricked Ahhhhhh, the one from the floor of death, into getting on the train. Although that could just be speculation on our part. It's actually a smart way to think. I see. Redacted, she may be trying to use Ahhhhh. That's right. Ahhhhh isn't a bad guy, but we definitely need to watch out for him. Guys, have you all finished preparing for going to the floor of death? You sure look relaxed. Look at the drip. You're finally back. Have you finished your training with that high ranker? Well, basically, although it's still not enough. You must be exhausted. We heard a real racket coming from inside there. It seems like Endorse is having a harder time than me. Let's train. She has to deal with Princess Yuri every day. Let me read over. What am I doing here, guys? Let's not enter the floor of death. Itona from AC. Assassin's Creed Amir? AC? The floor of death has mods. Yeah, I appreciate how they all managed to stay in the yeah, that's true. Assassination classroom, okay. But bomb. Has he still not arrived yet? I just got back. Long time no see, Coon. Why is your face such a mess? Honestly, it looks like you had a bit of a tough time too, Coon. You look like you've lost weight. Well then, our numbers have gone down a bit more than I expected. But it looks like everyone who's going to the floor of death is here. So we're finally going to the floor of death now? Yeah. What kind of prank is fate playing on us? Excuse me. Princesses of Jihad are clearly forbidden, excuse me, from approaching the floor of death, right? Well, so what? You've even been to Head-On's floor. You can't also remain on the train since the punitive order is in place right now. I've given up on all that now. You've been to the floor of death, haven't you, Evan? Yes, I went on a pilgrimage once. But this is my first time entering the center of the floor of death, too. No one knows exactly what kind of place it is. I'm worried about the regulars. But remember that we will also be in danger if we go there. The light on the tower is disappearing. Are we finally entering the floor of death? This is kind of scary. This is kind of scary. There's still a while left until night though. This is strange. My heart is racing. It feels like I'm heading somewhere where I absolutely have to go. The sudden night continued almost for a month, and we finally got a chance to rest our tired bodies. It's so quiet. And after spending so many hours riding on the train in terrifying calm, we finally arrived there. What does it look like? This is an announcement for all the regulars on the train. The train has just arrived at the floor of death. It really just does look like a barren wasteland. The sight never fails to send shivers down my spine. So this is the floor of death. It looks as terrifying as the rumors say. We've finally arrived. Wadian? We're getting off soon, so get ready. There isn't a proper station here, so we'll have to jump off the train. We're jumping off? What do you mean jump off? There's nothing over there. It's not that there's nothing there. You guys just haven't seen the real floor of death. What? Haven't seen it. You mean it's like a hallucination? No, it's like leather. That red liquid that you guys see is the corpse and blood of the administrator who was murdered by Enryu, an irregular. The real floor of death is covered by that body over there. You'll see the real floor of death once we get inside that corpse. What? From now on, I suggest that you don't only believe with what your eyes, oh my gosh. From now on, I suggest that you don't only believe what you see with your eyes. This place is hostile to the living. What? Forgive me for my terrible pronunciation. I'm scrolling up. All of this is blood. How big is the administrator? Or is it just, let's continue reading. We arrived at the floor of death. I can really leave the train too, right? Yes. This place neutralizes all contracts with the administrator and spells. Joaquin, you're bound to the train by a spell, so you'll be able to leave. Although you can't go to any other floors, of course. How long has it been since I last wandered around outside? Why are y'all getting sentimental? Why are you getting all sentimental? Is it like a vacation while you're in jail? Pretty much. Let me look over. These chapters are taking longer than these chapters are long. These chapters are long. Yeah, let's stop here. Really? Stop here? For real? There was a lot of sidebar this stream too. The other was. We're at 2 hours. Floor of Death arc is so good. What's up, Brandon Lee? How are you? Favorite arc for sure. Hey, son, Bruce Lee. Glad you can join us. Yeah, no problem. Thank you. Join the Discord. Caught up with Tower God. Cool. I'm loving it so far too. Makes me a bit queasy. Oh yeah, sure. I want to go inside a giant admin's corpse and avoid the Pirate of Pancreas. The Tower of Betrayal is really good indeed. Really? Interesting. They're giant. That's thank you, Piper. Makes sense. They're giant beings because Bomb that thing was gigantic that when he was in front of him. Okay. Let's go. I'm gonna go get some beers. You gutless little bastard. Since when are we on such close terms? Not long ago you were threatening to kill me. So what? We're companions now, aren't we? Let's not step all over each other. Yura, what about Ahhhhhh? For now, I've thrown some bait. I told him the picture could be found on the floor of death. We will put off a bit more to let him know our identity. I should get him to act with them once. Isn't that funny? That isn't funny, is it? That's funny, isn't it? Goodness. Goodness, goodness, goodness. Alright. Ahhhhh, who's that? Check your gear, everyone. Well, let's go to the floor of death. I'm really not sure. Another door within this room. This door won't open no matter what I do. Does it have some kind of special requirement? Maybe this really is one of those hidden cars on the Hell train. This is an announcement for all the regulars on the train. For now. Well, for now, I've looked around on the train enough. Kuraka's been making some progress on this train. The train has just arrived at the floor of death. Now it's time to head outside again. So let's go. This does seem like a good place to stop. Damn! This does seem like a good place to stop. Rick and Morty reference. See, I don't watch Rick and Morty like that to know all the references. I don't think we'll get to 235 in 30 minutes. No, we're not. That's not gonna happen. Which is generally when we stop, right? Otherwise, good. Next, yeah. What's the next stopping point? Would the next stopping point be the original endpoint for this stream? So to 337. Airlines of Yoraha, welcome. All right, so that works. So we'll just no, we're supposed to stop at 35. We're supposed to stop at 35 today, so 37. Let me write that down. There we go. 37. Excuse me. I'd say 233, 237, then 238 to 241. Which chapters get? 237 is good. We'll be doing 2 or 3 chapters per stream. That's how long these things get? Goodness gracious. Because when I was reading through these last 2 chapters, I was like, these things are long. Like, they really are long. Like, they're pretty long. That's why in the back of my head. And I was like, in the back of my head, like, these are some long chapters. And especially because I went through one of the chapters from the beginning of season 2, and I can see the perspective of how fast I scrolled through one of those earlier chapters. It was like so fast. It was like 2 or 3 scroll wheels on the mouse and I was done. So crazy. I remember the events but don't remember what chapters are. Okay, Viper. 4 chapters in 2 hours is a good pace. Interesting. What's up, scientist? How are you? What's going on? Yeah, 4 in 2 hours is good. There's also more. Yeah, it takes more time to read through chat. It's not a bad. That's not a bad problem to have. Not a bad problem to have at all. These chapters were There's a lot of revelations that I did not expect to happen. I'm trying to fix my posture. There's a lot of revelations. I don't know if I am to trust her, trust Redacted, and the information that she gave us about this key that unlocks the floors. So I would be interested to see the process of unlocking a floor for the first time and how much different that is from clearing the tests that we have to go through. That's what I'm interested in. If you know, don't tell me. I don't know these things. So the fact that the key was split, and according to Redacted and however she's figuring out this information, that half the key was turned into the 13-month series. And the other half was broken down into these rings that certain people have. But I don't know. It's interesting because she said that she knew someone with that ring, right? That's what she said. She said she knew someone with the ring. But has she met Karaka? Has she met Karaka? See, I don't know that. I don't know that information. Because if she's met Karaka, then there's that connection. But if she hasn't met Karaka, that means she knows someone else with this ring. And maybe that person is the person that's feeding her information. Then which this information can be wrong if this person is leading her astray. Interesting. Interesting. Because I initially thought that only whenever we saw the ring that Wang had first. I don't know what it was, but then we seen that Karaka had the same ring. So I knew there was a connection, but I didn't think it was because they were actually brothers. But I don't know if they're actually brothers now that we got this clarification of the rings and everything. Now that we got the I don't know. It's interesting. There's so many moving pieces. There's so many moving pieces. But I have a feeling that she might be being fed some wrong information. I have a feeling that some of this, what she told us, might be true and some might not be true. That's my feeling, because she's terrible at this. She sucks at this. So yeah, she's like really bad at this. Let me look over at the chat. Hype chapters are coming. Depending on how life goes, the child at one more person, some things will be balanced. No, then there'll only be one mod. Then there will only be one. Well, two. But Chris is barely here for. Well, I don't know if he's barely here. He could probably always here. Okay, NW. Oop, people got blasted. This is the Discord chat all over again. All the answers are at above floor 134. Good one, Amir. Thinking out loud. Thank you. I am just thinking out loud. But I break out into thought. I break out into thought that yeah, so it's just like people just think I'm just talking to talk. I'm sorry. I break out into thought a lot. My apologies. It's all good. Yeah. The tower only leaves you with more questions. Yes. It's all good, guys. It's all good. Just telling you because YouTube doesn't notify you when comments get deleted. What if the tower isn't even a tower? Dexter, that was one of my questions. Those are my questions on the list. I have a bunch of questions that I'm refraining from not asking. I learned my lesson from whenever I ask something about like the Ahhhhhh family or something. Whenever I asked that, and like the entire chat got deleted, it was literally like the whole chat was gone. I was like, I learned my lesson. I was like, keep my questions that I really want to know the answers to myself. I keep those questions to myself. You guys probably can figure those questions out if you like see me catch myself from talking. But yeah, there's a few more questions. Some got answered. Some have a little question mark still next to them or an asterisk. So yeah. Oh. Yeah, I wouldn't time anyone out unless they're being like excessive. Unless they're being like a real one of those where it's just like, come on, guy, like come on, for real, like for real. Just one of those. Slam the band hammer on someone. Just if they don't get the memo. Only if that. Only if that. Don't be one of those, please. But yeah, a lot of stuff. A lot of developments I didn't expect. I didn't expect Wang to be with them. I didn't expect Lil Me saying to get some development like that, nor did I expect the beginning of some Kasano development. I didn't expect anything Redacted told us, nor did I expect Hockney's introduction and him actually being an inhabitant from the Floor of Death, nor any of this information of this all being, oh, sorry for the flash scrolling, all of this being blood and the body of the administrator. Didn't think of that. So see, I have questions in my brain, but I'll keep them to myself. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. All the stuff with Bomb now has the Soul Punisher. We're gonna call it that. I know it's the black hole technique, the Shinsu control black hole something, but the I'll call it the Soul Punisher. I'll call it the Soul Punisher. Dragon Ball references, I'm sorry. I'm not. But that Coon has Disco Ball lighthouses. And Dorsey is being run ragged by Yuri. What else? What else? What else? What else? Pretty much it for like all the noteworthy things that have happened so far. There's some nuanced things that have happened, but as noteworthy things, there we go. Bomb, Thor hammer. 233, 237, then 238 to 241. Yes, tomorrow will be Friday. Same time, 233 to 237. We went from 229 to 232, so 29, 30, 31, 32. So we did 4 chapters today, and that took us 2 hours because we've been talking for like the last 10 minutes. So 33, 34, 35, 36, 37 would be 5 chapters again. So we'll see. I'll try not to blab too much at the start, and I'll actually try to start on time. I was a few minutes late today, but same time, 1 p.m. 1 p.m. 1 p.m. EST. So adjust accordingly to wherever your time zone is. 2:33 to 2:37. So I'll retitle today's stream. I got to make a new thumbnail as well. I got a bunch of things I have to do, shuffle some stuff around. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you. Thank you for the likes on the stream. Join the Discord. Like, if you were here from the beginning, you see that a bunch of stuff happens on the Discord. I would assume the spoiler chat in the Discord is always something's being talked about in there. I don't go in there because obviously I'm reading through it now. So if you go over there, there's so many, there's like maybe 3 or 4 different spoiler Discords. There's like a meme one, a regular chat one, I think a ships page. Like I let the mods handle it. I let the mods handle all the all that stuff. I let them handle it. And there's a regular non-spoiler one. There's a main chat if you just want to talk about whatever you want to talk about. It doesn't even have to be Tower God related. Join the Discord. It's fun. We have fun over there. Baffled needs to be the thumbnail. I wish. Thank you guys for being here. It means a lot. It means a lot. Thank you guys. And what's up, 5 yen? Late, but it's okay. I know you got school and stuff. It's all good. We're doing mob later, so if you're around, swing by there. We are doing mob in an hour. Doing mob cycle in an hour. So if you're around, swing around. And yeah, thank you guys. We'll be back here tomorrow. Same time. Same time. I want to thank you again. Peace out.